Hey UEFA, it's Aussie Villain. Yeah, look, I'm okay. It's just a little bit of a concern. It's maybe not the best time for us to be going to Kiev. Maybe we could move the game to, say, I don't know, Germany or something. Well, I don't care what Putin says. He's not in charge of UEFA, is he? Oh, he is. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South at Season 6, Episode 3. And today it could be that we make the group stage of the Champions League for the first time. And the money that I've just seen that Red Bull Leipzig won the Champions League last year. Well, there you go. Anyway, the money that would bring in, it would be absolutely safe-changing. It will change the club forever. And a little bit of an awkward one because we are playing Dynamo Kyiv. And today of all days, that's, yeah, maybe not ideal. But anyway, we're going to do our best to ruin their day, and hopefully, as I say, we'll end the episode as a Champions League group stage club, but with millions and millions of pounds in the bank. Now, there is one game to catch you up on since last episode. That was in the what's it called, the Betfred, our first round. I think it's the second round. In that, we were playing Championship Wraith Rovers. So let's see how we did. Hardy picked out Suljic to give us a first-minute lead. And Suljic played a 1-2 with Clockety to make it 2-0. Goss bent in a stunning third. Before his second long-range effort made it 4-0 at half-time. Wraith pulled one back early in the second half. But Gilchrist's ball into the box was finished by Suljic for his hat-trick, before debutant Watson got our sixth. So we were just far too good for them, even though it was a heavily rotated side. Suljic with a hat-trick, everybody more or less played well. Hardy, one of our youngsters, played in the centre of midfield. Again, we have to play these guys because we need club-trained players, and next season he'll have to be registered in Europe, so hopefully he just needs to be that little bit better, doesn't he? And the other player we gave some game time to off the bench was Watson. Now, we don't know that we've seen too much of him. He's been out on loan for the past few seasons, and he's another one that is of decent potential, another central midfielder. Got a debut goal, which is always a good thing. He's a little bit younger, only 18, so again, we need these guys playing so that they come through for us. Now, we do have our draw for the next round. It is going to be Dundee in the quarterfinal. Now, whether we get through that or not, to be honest, I don't think any of us particularly care, but it would be nice to get past them and see if we can reach the semi-finals, what the board want in any case. But this episode, it is all about the Champions League and getting past Dynamo Kyiv and into the group stage. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here. You can see there Celtic are also in a playoff. They've got Spartak Moscow, so you could say we've got both sides of the divide here that we're facing. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from Kyiv. I don't know too much. I think I just saw they have Eric Bailey, playing in their side. This is the team we're sending out. So it's Eastwood in goal. It's McCallum, Hamilton, Bernard, and Clark. They've been good for us so far this season. It's Bayless, Davenport, and Irving, with Bermudez in behind Omar and Lutzi. We've got a few players on the bench that would strengthen if they came on, I think, in McGrath and Suljic. Harding is there as well. The injury, just a reminder that Walker is out. Ramos, one of the new signings, is out. Well, he's out unregistered, but out anyway. And Montano is still not quite fit for this one either. So we're missing one or two that we'd like to have, but let's hope that doesn't cost us. Okay, so we can see the team sheet, and this is, as a lot of names I recognize, is Eric Barley and Bedonak as their central defensive duo. Barlow Torre, we had him at Leeds, I want to say, is a very decent left back as well. So yeah, I mean, Dynamo Kyiv are a good European side, aren't they? Certainly at the level that we're competing at anyway, they're a good European side. I think everyone expects us to lose here, so prove them wrong. There's no pressure on us. Now, in the last round where Dynamo Kyiv were playing Genk, they beat them in the home leg, which is what this is for them, 5-1. So hopefully we're still in the tie when we go back to was it Motherwell, I think we're playing at, isn't it? All right, so we start with a highlight for them, although it is in their own half. Here they go coming forward now, though. Bayless across there to Bedonak. Oh, intercepted by Irving. 4 forward for Lutzi. Lutzi's in. If he can find a finish, he can't. Eric Bailey gets back. It's going to be a corner. And one thing I did want to mention, that I've mentioned it as we were recapping the game, the first goal against Wraith Rovers was a club record for quickest goal. So well done, Suljic, on picking up that honour. As we again have possession in a good position here. Oh, under hit past, and Bayless can't pick it up. But thankfully, doesn't cost us. All right. Oh, they're playing with wingbacks. Okay, so we fixed that, hopefully. Well, it hasn't cost us, so that's a good thing. We've got a corner to defend now. Can we do it properly? We can. Good header away there. Lutzi, I think it was. We've gone with Davenport in this one as the deep line playmaker instead of McGrath, just a better defensive player. So that's the thought process there. I'm thinking that Eastern European sides tend to be, as a stereotype, poorer away from home. So I'm thinking if we can stay in the tie and without away goals, and at home we can go with that more attacking player as in the middle of midfield, and hopefully sort of put it to bed there. Whereas I think we just need to, especially since they did win. There's a cracking ball for Shakir Omar. Can Shakir Omar get another goal in the qualifying? No is the answer. And still we stay scoreless. Yeah, I think if we can get back home, still in the tie, obviously, you want to still be in the tie when you get home. But I think if it's close, I'm hoping anyway that we'll be able to get the better of them, when we do face them at home. And we should have Montano back for that one as well, which will be a bonus for us. I wonder if maybe let's take it off work ball into the box. We've had not as much possession as them. We're completing our passes, which is good. We just need a few more opportunities to pass. There's a good ball for Bermudez, though. Forward quickly there for Omar. Bermudez back to Davenport for Omar. They're finding some space in the middle of the park. It's another good ball through for Lutzi. Can Lutzi finish this time? Oh, it's over the top. No composure from Fabian Lutzi. The match stats don't show it, but the highlights suggest that we're looking the more dangerous side here. Clark with a cross in. It might have got deflected. Irving probably needed to challenge a little bit more for that, to be honest. But anyway, we're expecting them to be a counter-attacking side, so we are sitting a little bit deeper. Obviously, just denying them the space to counter into, but they've got that ball forward quickly. We've got back well. Hamilton with a good tackle, though I think he was out of position, if we're being completely honest. And here we go now with McCallum. Forward for Lutzi. We just need somebody to stay composed in front of goal, don't we, and put their chance away. We've seen Lutzi and Shakir Omar both have chances. We've picked it up there. There's another good ball through. No, Omar just not quite quick enough. Oh, they've gifted us a goal. It couldn't be any easier. The goalkeeper has passed it straight to Shakir Omar. And, well, Shakir's not missing that, is he? It's an absolute defensive howler. It was a good pass, but the defender did well to get back. And, well, the goalkeeper's trying to pass it to Torre. And Shakir Omar has read him like a book and tucked it away. 1-0. Away from home as well. Absolutely perfect. We've got the corner. Can we rub salt into that wound? Good ball in. It's bouncing around Bayless. Omar again. Is it onside? I think it is. And we've hit them for a quick one too. And it is 2-0. And are we going to the Champions League group stages? And let's be honest, Season 6 of this series, we have absolutely no business being in the Champions League group. It's another just defensive mix-up, isn't it? It's not good defending. And Shakir Omar is there to head it in. I said we needed them in a little bit of composure in front of goal, and Shakir Omar has duly delivered. And it is 2-0 at half-time. We can think of it quarter-time in the tie. Well, we've got to say, don't get complacent. It's been very good so far. But like I say, only a quarter of a way through this one. Shakir Omar, outstretched arms. Love your work, mate. He's still demotivated, so that's not really what I was going for. On a hat-trick. Let's see if he can go and complete that now. Suddenly, XG, match stats, they're all sort of resembling a little bit more what the highlights were suggesting. Have they made 3 subs? They have made their 3 subs, so they've got nowhere left to move now. And we've got some defending to do, it looks like. Bermudez. Oh, Shakir Omar picks off another pass. Clark with some space to drive into. Can he pick out Lutzi? Can Lutzi make a run? Shakir Omar's on his other side. This is going to be a beautiful goal if we can score from there. Shakir Omar with the hat-trick. And it is a beautiful counter-attacking goal. Lutzi played his role to perfection. Shakir Omar with the run. Clark with the composure for a fullback getting forward. We played this perfectly, didn't we? He didn't go to Shakir Omar there. They sucked them in that little bit more. And that is a thing of beauty. It's 3-0. And dare we start dreaming of Champions League anthems. We've got some defending to do here. Is it offside? It's very, very simple. If not, it's Bedenek, the central defender. If it's not offside, it's going to be a really disappointing way. It is offside. Okay. Whew. Yeah, oh, they're all off. No wonder it was such a free header, because it's actually really poor, isn't it, from them? There was 3 or 4 of them there that were all at least a yard offside. Shakir Omar is looking tired. I mean, we could bring Suljic on, but to be honest, I don't know who we've got in the league. It might be Aberdeen we've got in the league in between the 2 ties here. They're down to 10 men now. It's all gone wrong for Dynamo Kyiv. It's all gone right for us. And if we get a 4th goal, then, well, surely the second leg just becomes a formality at that point. Bermudez back for Davenport. Davenport's had a good game, hasn't he? He's done exactly what I wanted him to. Irving, Lutzi. It's through for Bermudez, who I think is offside. If he'd let it run for Shakir Omar, I think it was okay, but I think Bermudez was offside. We'll wait and see. Yeah, he was. It might even be that Shakir Omar was offside as well. Yeah, they were both off, so it wouldn't have mattered. Just didn't quite have the flow for that one. But at 3-0, I mean, it's absolutely dreamland stuff anyway, isn't it? 4-0 is just paradise. There is a highlight in stoppage time. Irving. There's a ball forward. Shakir Omar, can he get 4 goals in a Champions League game? Oh, he can! Shakir Omar, he is a god amongst men. And it is 4-0 in Ukraine. And we're going home with more than a foot. It's just a pinky that's not in the Champions League group stage at this point. We have destroyed Dynamo Kyiv on their own turf. You might argue they have bigger problems. But a good finish from Shakir Omar. If you see it from behind the goal there, he just bent it around, didn't he? And at 4-0, well, it's just a wonderful time to be a Queen of the South fan, isn't it? 4 goals from Shakir Omar. And, well, if he didn't have a statue before, he has one now. So we can see the other results there, and Celtic look like they've put themselves in the group stage, as has Feyenoord. It's not the greatest round of qualifying, really. It's very one-sided. These 2 ties have still got something on them, I suppose. But Dynamo Kyiv hammered by Queen of the South. I don't want to get overconfident and say that we're going to be back for a victory lap, but we're going to be back for a victory lap. Okay, welcome back. We are so close to the Champions League, we can taste it. But before we get this second leg underway, we did have a game in the league. It was against Aberdeen, newly promoted, of course, so let's see how we did against them. We took an early lead when Gilchrist crossed for Suljic. And the same 2 scored the same goal 2 minutes later. Before making it a hat-trick in the second half. So it was the Suljic and Gilchrist show, this one. We played really, really well. It was obviously a rotated side, mostly because the team that played against Dynamo Kyiv was still a little bit tired to play for this one. So, yeah, we had to rotate, and for the most part, as you can see, we played very, very well. Just sort of a little connect to 3 there that didn't play well, but everybody else did a really good job. So that being said, if we look at what that means for the league table, Rangers beat Celtic in the Old Firm derby 3-0. So they go top. We are second ahead of Celtic. So it's all looking very, very nice indeed. But if you're going to have a look and see what we're doing here, let's see the team. It is Eastwood in goal. It's McCallum, Hamilton, Bernard, and Montano is back fit. So he comes in for this one. Bayless, Harding comes in to play a little bit deeper with Irving. Bermudez, it's Shakir Omar, goal-scoring hero, and also Lutzi that go up top. Looking at Irving being a little tired there, actually, and wonder if maybe we stick Thompson in there. There's no need to risk Irving's legs, I don't think, here. All right, so we can see the team sheets. It looks a very similar side, doesn't it, to the first leg? Maybe 1 or 2 different names in there. But, yeah, forget all about the first leg. That means nothing. We want to go out and win on the night. I mean, we have 4 goals to play with, so it should be absolutely fine. All right, well, it's the hope that kills you, isn't it? We are so close. And we know that Champions League money just absolutely changes everything, doesn't it? You can see the way they're set up there. That's not a team that's coming out to try and score 4 goals, is it? They are very much looking for a defensive block. And to be honest, that almost works the way we want to play, because we like to look for the overlaps anyway. It's why we have wing-backs. So, yeah, I mean, they're almost playing into our hands by playing that way. And, I mean, it feels a little bit of bruised knee for Shakir Omar. That should be fine. It feels a little bit as though a team that's just come here not to get embarrassed. And that was very, very close. And was it Shakir Omar with the header? Or was it Bernard, maybe? Shakir Omar is going to be hampered by the injury. We can take him off and bring Suljic on, obviously. But there's no real need to do it. A bruised knee is not going to get any worse. It's the sort of thing you should be able to play through. So, yeah, that should be absolutely fine. And it may well be that this is a boring game. How often do you see it? The tie is effectively resolved in the first leg. So, second leg is just sort of going through the motions. I really did toy with the idea of putting some youngsters on the bench. But I just didn't want to risk anything. Yeah, I mean, the Champions League money, I cannot stress how much that will do for us. There is still going to be just under a week, I think about 6 days left in the window after this game. Bermudez, it's blocked, and Bayless has a go, but it's over the top. Whether we'll get any extra money is one question, I suppose. And if we do get any extra money, whether we'll be able to get much done. And there's a header at the back post. Shakir Omar has 9 goals this season. And I think, if not all of them being in Europe, certainly most of them are, could he win the Champions League Golden Boot? His 4 goals, actually, in a game in the first leg was a club record for most goals in a game. Again, I suspect that's maybe just in the time frame, sort of the 6 seasons that we've been in charge. Queen of the South they're a very historic club, aren't they? So I'm sure someone along the line has scored more than 4 goals in a game for them, but I could be wrong, but I would just imagine somebody would have. Doesn't have to be 4 goals in the top flight, I think. Just has to be 4 goals in a game. All right, what do we say to this? We're doing brilliant. I mean, again, it's just don't get complacent, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Everybody is doing fine. There's no one we necessarily want to give game time to. We have Gilchrist on the bench as someone we could play. I know there was comments saying that he would make a good sort of defensive midfielder as well, and I think he will. I think Gilchrist might actually be one of the first guys we've signed that could be with us for a long time, because he can play for a number of different positions, and he's got room to improve as well. He's a promising midfielder that's still got room to improve. Shakir Omar, could he get another one? He couldn't, could he? Oh, it's Montano who's hit the post. But, yeah, I do think Gilchrist could be, as I say, the first of the players that we've signed that might be with us till the end. He's young as well, of course. Header away there. Bermudez picks it up. Of course, the caveat to all of that is, will somebody come in and make a bid that either I can't refuse or the board decide is a little bit too much. So that's the other side of it. You can never foretell those things. Here we go, Montano again. He's got Bayless with him. He gets the cross in, though. It's towards Lutzi. It's away. Bayless picks it up. Back to Harding. Just got to figure out where Harding's best position is going to be, whether it's a number 10, this deep-lying playmaker role, or a Mazzella. McCallum with a ball in, and Shakir Omar, I tell you what, that's a very, very good save. And we've got a corner now, Thompson to take. It's not a great one. Lutzi chests it down, though. Another go. This time it's headed away. And are we going to get done on the break here? McCallum does well. And 1-0 on the night, 5-0 on aggregate. Looks very, very nice, doesn't it? It's a little bit of complacency slipping in there. It's sort of a case, too, the guys that are on the bench, at this point, we're better off just keeping them fresh for the league game. There is going to be a Champions League draw after this. I'm assuming they're not going to score 5 goals in 15 minutes. So we'll have the Champions League group stage draw. That's how we'll finish off the episode. And, well, we can count our money as well. The clock is rapidly ticking down. And I, for one, am all for it. Unbelievable. We are going to be in the Champions League group stage. The qualifying, it's been, I don't want to say easy, but it's not been particularly as difficult as I thought it would be, to be honest. But we won the first leg. We went on from there, and we are in the Champions League. In the end, it's all a little bit anticlimactic, isn't it? So Celtic get through as well. I'm not sure who this Christland... I mean, that sounds Swedish, doesn't it? But anyway, we have won the Champions League qualifying pass. Money, big money there. And that does wonders for the finances. Look at that, 20 million in the bank all of a sudden. Let's ask the board, would you care to give our finance, would you care to give us a little bit of money in the transfer? And if not, would you like to do the wages for us? Can we request both? We can. If we get both, obviously we can play around with it as well. So we'll see what happens with that right before we have the Champions League draw. All right, so we haven't actually heard back from the board yet. I'm really hoping they will give us a little bit of extra cash so we can go and strengthen now. Strengthen while in it from a position of strength. Now we know that or you may have seen there we're in the fourth pot. We would expect that the teams in pot 1 are Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, the defending champions RB Leipzig, Real Madrid, Juventus, Roma, and Porto. We're going to have to play some of these teams, so let's just draw this out quickly. There's no point really worrying until at least we get to this pot. So it's pot 2, and it's always the scary pot, isn't it? It's Man United, it's Chelsea, Inter, Dortmund, Barcelona, Man City, Milan, and Monaco. So let's have a look here. Were there any groups that we think maybe? I mean, there's a lot of groups that scare me to death, but there's not really a group there that says maybe. I mean, if we were looking at the top seeds we would have wanted, you'd probably be looking at maybe Roma and Porto, and they've got Chelsea and Man United, so that doesn't really help us, does it? All right, so we've got Ajax, Leverkusen, Celtic, Rennes, Benfica, Sevilla, Young Boys, and Copenhagen. There's a few teams there. Young Boys, Copenhagen, maybe Rennes. I reckon we could give them a game. And Celtic, well, maybe not. But let's see what happens with this pot. If Celtic could take one of the really bad groups for us, I'm looking at maybe Real Madrid and City. Because if we are going to parachute into the Europa League, of course, this is the pot team that we'll more or less have to beat. So they've got Bayern Munich and Monaco. So they could have done a little bit better for us there. The other teams in this pot, and we're not that far away from moving up a pot, which is good. But it's Club Brugge, Olympiacos, Trabzonspor, Rapid Vienna, who we smacked last season, of course. Feyenoord, who we've beaten, Valencia, and this the Norwegian, this Kristiansand side. What group do we want? We probably want Group A still, to be honest. Copenhagen and Porto. I'm not saying we would get out of that group, but we certainly be at least a chance. Come on, first out. No, oh Chris, what a waste for them. So we're going to have a terrible group, and it is Barcelona, the defending champions, RB Leipzig, and Rennes of France. Now, could we beat Rennes of France to parachute down? Debatable. But that's what we're going to have to do, isn't it? It's going to be a case of just trying to be able to walk out and not get our backsides handed to us so badly against Barcelona and Leipzig, and then just kind of see where that takes us. But anyway, that will do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, we're in the Champions League. That's really special, isn't it? It really is very special. And we'll be back next time to get that underway. It will be a baptism of fire. It'll be Ross County at home in the league. And then we will go to the new camp, a simple task, and see if we can I don't know. Do we say double digits? Try and keep it out of double digits. We're not that bad of a side, are we? We are a decent side. I'll be actually curious to see how we get on. See if we can go at least, maybe not toe to toe, but maybe like toe to nipple or something, and see if we can at least be in the same vicinity as them. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time as we get our Champions League group stage underway against Barcelona. Take care.